Heyo, what's up? My name is Ruffle Rowlett, and welcome back to our weekly rumor/news roundup of everything that's been going on recently when it comes to Pokemon. So, as I promised you guys, I wouldn't be doing rumor videos just kind of nilly-willy anymore. I'm just gonna, not gonna be doing that going forward, as we mentioned before. I will still cover leaks when they happen and important news when they happen, but just generic rumors will be kept to these Friday videos. And guess what? It is Friday, so it's time to cover some generic stuff. What are we talking about first? Well, we have some general information. Like, first of all, there's going to be a brand new Switch model set to be, released by the holiday of 2021. This was reported by Bloomberg, who said, or, you can see on the screen here, a new Bloomberg report says the Switch with an improved screen could be set for a 2021 release, but in limited numbers. Nintendo could begin manufacturing a new Nintendo Switch model this summer. A recent report from Bloomberg's Takashi Mochizuki says the new Switch model would target a 720p resolution in handheld mode and replace the LCD screen with a 7-inch OLED screen from Samsung. Docked mode would support 4K. Mochizuki received his information from the sources familiar with Nintendo's plans, and they naturally wished to remain anonymous. The report says Samsung may begin screen manufacturing as early as June, with full assembly starting in July. The goal is having a new Switch model ready for the holiday season, though Mochizuki's sources said the initial manufacturing target is under 1 million console units. The OLED screen is key to the new Switch and would improve visual quality and potentially increase response time. Display supply chain consultant co-founder Yoshi Tamura said it would also improve battery life. The rumored Switch 4K support comes reportedly at developers' behest, who Mochizuki said have complained recently about the challenges of adapting games to suit handheld mode and docked mode. Bloomberg's Switch report made no mention of what the processor for the Nintendo Switch might use. While these are, of course, only rumors until Nintendo confirms otherwise, it's worth noting they line up with the reports and predictions that come through in 2020. Now, I want to point out something really interesting. This would be perfect if they released this and then did a special version for Pokemon Legends Arceus early next year. It only makes sense that these two would coincide well with each other. This being the holiday late in the year, and the literal game being started next year. And I can understand why some people have complaints, like the developers. This console can be somewhat complicated to work on due to the restrictions of the console itself, because it is as not as strong as some other things out there, like a PC or something, right? Or other consoles in the market. But that's only one part of the puzzle we're going to talk about today. The next thing is about this right here. This was posted specifically by somebody called Illusion Forrester on Reddit, or r/PokeLeaks, and it's called Pokemon Polished Platinum. That apparently this would be some sort of free DLC for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now, the logo, I would assume, is 100% fake. As for the information, well, we're going to have to read through it, and so sit back, relax. This is a long one, I will tell you right now. But this is also why I said these videos are going to be kept to a singular video when it comes to rumors, a singular video once a week on Fridays. That's why we're doing this here. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy a little bit of, honestly, listen, I haven't read the full thing yet. I've only read bits of it, and it does seem a little bit like out of the, unlikely, but then again, it does say some fun stuff, and I think it's fun to just read through it and really see what it says. So releasing February 2020 as free DLC, that would be coinciding then with the next year's Pokemon, celebration of Pokemon Day and stuff. You are asked to meet Looker at the new villa in the resort area. Looker tells you he assembled an elite task force made up of stat trainers. His elite task force has gone missing and he needs your help. Looker storyline. Looker gives you clues to various locations. Fuego Ironworks. You meet Mr. Fuego and Cheryl out the front, who want to join Looker's task force and face her fear of Team Galactic. Mr. Fuego says Team Galactic took over his Ironworks to build something. You battle a pair of grunts, then Commander Mars, who says that they want what they want has already been transported away. Reporting back to Looker, he says nothing was spotted leaving the area, so he can't explain how it was transported. Wayward Cave under Cycling Road. Krogan appears with a letter from Looker. It instructs you to look out for Krogan, who can show you the way. You meet Mira inside, who is trapped between breakable rocks. Mira reveals Team Galactic were searching for Megastones, which power Charon's machine. You and Mira team up to explore the cave until you find the grunts. The grunts, they say they've already sent the energy away. Reporting back to Looker, he asks you to visit Team Galactic Eterna base with him. You search for clues in the abandoned base until you find a secret room with a destroyed prototype machine. There's also a secret Rotom's room. The area around the machine appears distorted. Looker says Professor Rowan discovered the evolution distort space itself. This may reveal the purpose of the machine. Pokemon Mansion. Looker briefs you out the front. He's aware of Mr. Backlot's deception of placing Pokemon from other regions, Gen 1 to 3, in his trophy garden, claiming they come to him. Team Galactic know of some of these Pokemon can Mega Evolve and try to steal his prized Pokemon. Dawn or Lucas are in the area and team up with you. As a reward, Mr. Backlot gifts you a Hoenn starter and its Mega Stone. In Outer Islands, the Team Galactic are searching searching for Megastones, you team up with Riley to fight Team Galactic. Riley rewards you with a Megastone Lucario Knight. Victory Road, you team up with Molly to fight Team Galactic, who are terrorizing trainers while catching strong Pokemon. The Grunts say they are admins who were supposed to be promoted, yet keep getting tossed in with other weak Grunts. Go Park, formerly Pal Park. The above 6 places need to be visited before this is unlocked. Go Park works like in Let's Go with Sinnoh Pokemon. Trainers are reporting the Pokemon going missing. Looker sets a trap by releasing a rare Pokemon. A portal suddenly opens and a Commander Jupiter steps out. After battling her, she reveals Sharon's new machine is not being used to create a new world, and all he's interested in is money, so she's going to quit as things aren't exciting without Cyrus. Looker makes a deal with Jupiter to help him for her freedom. Commander Jupiter reveals the final place, Stark Mountain. You and Krogunk rescue Buck, who's trapped in a platform in the middle of lava. Looker's Krogunk helps you by placing shortcuts throughout the mountains. Jupiter can also be seen fighting galactic grunts. Finally, you'll meet Sharon, who plans to awaken Heatran. He says the energy produced would sustain his machine forever. After defeating the grunts protecting Sharon, Looker emerges from a rock and attempts to arrest Sharon, though Sharon escapes through a portal. Looker says his officers have caught some grunts while questioning them. Jupiter storms in and says she's extracted answers herself in her own way. I'll be honest, this all sounds, highly unlikely, but okay. A wave of dark energy suddenly fills the sky. Jupiter says it's coming from Team Galactic HQ. Okay, you meet Looker and the stat trainers out the front. They are having a quick meeting. As Looker crowns Cheryl a member of the team, he says the energy readings confirm the machine is here and declares the final showdown has begun. Galactic HQ has been rearranged. The new warp panels and locked doors. Due to the machine consuming power, the lights will shut off at various stages, limiting your vision. If you find Krogunk, he's wearing a light which can help you. You find the entrance to a new basement. The basement includes traps from the underground. You will participate in a series of double battles with different stat trainers. You find Commander Saturn with several grunts and scientists in a holding cell. He says they overthrew him and took the HQ. Saturn tells you a code that can stop the machine, right? Once you reach the machine, you'll find Mars tinkering with it. She says she turned on Sharon and trapped him in the other world. He didn't want to help her find Master Cyrus instead of using the machine for profit. Mars says she will use the machine to its full potential to find Cyrus, even if Cyrus once warned her not to use it. Jupiter runs in and tells Mars to stop it. Mars ignores Jupiter, pushing the machine further. The machine emits another surge of energy, causing distortions in the laboratory. A portal to Distortion World opens. Sharon falls out before unleashing his anger on Mars, who has always bullied him. He tells her she's misused the machine, creating an opening that's too large. This can cause the other world to begin swallowing this world. A hysterical Mars asks why he fell and not Cyrus. Sharon turns to Mars and asks if she believes Cyrus's vision. He says Jupiter was in for the ride. He was in for the obvious money. He asks Mars why she believed it all. After hesitating, Mars admits it was something to believe in, something to hold on to. It was hope. Sharon grasps how Cyrus was able to captivate Mars. The world can seem crude when it leaves so many behind. It's an emotional cutscene that stat trainers stepped forward and briefly shared their own story. They didn't give up on the world and instead learned to see what was already there. There was always a chance to be better. Looker points to Jupiter and says she came just for Mars. Touched Mars steps back from the machine. As the portal stabilizes, Mars stands by Jupiter's side. Everybody turns to look at Sharon. Sharon says he's touched by what happened. Acting like the good guy, 2 police officers walk in and take Sharon away. You deactivate the machine and the code Saturn gave you. The portal disappears. Okay, geez, there's loads here. Oh my god, there's so much more than I even assumed, but god damn. Alright, Cynthia arrives and asks, god, this is what I'm telling you guys. Just sit back, relax while we're reading this. Cynthia arrives and asks if everything is okay. She asks you to meet her at the Canalave Library immediately. At Canalave Library, Cynthia shows you a book on the Distortion World, the world Sharon was accessing. The Cynthia notes how it's a mirroring world. What happens in one world is reflected in the other. Looker's investigation revealed Team Galactic had been building a base of operations in the Distortion World. If anything was to happen there, it would be devastating to this world. Cynthia suspects this otherworldly project isn't new. It's going on for a long time. Cynthia says there is a third orb, the Egregious Orb, which is said to lie in Turnerback Cave. Using this and being believed to inhabit the other world can be summoned. You go through Turnerback Cave and obtain the Egregious Orb. orb. At the top of Spear Pillar, Cynthia will summon Giratina. Giratina will recognize you, having watched the events unfold earlier. Giratina drags you and Cynthia into the Distortion World in a dramatic jump scare sequence. The layout is largely the same, though the strength puzzle has been removed. The Lake Guardians appear to guide you through the Distortion World. In a new area, you encounter galactic building and instruction. This is just like a pretty cool thing, right? I'm gonna be honest, this like galactic building and like the Distortion World, like, sounds like a pretty cool thing. If it was ever real, right? Unfortunately, I don't think so. There are piles of steel beams nearby. Climbing and building, you find different machines being used. Worried, Cynthia says if anything is disturbed here, it could disturb the other world. At the roof to the building, Cyrus comes out of hiding and approaches you. He says he felt a extra pressure since your arrival. The being ruling over the irrational world has awakened. He plans to anger it using the remaining power he gained from the building the red chain. By affecting this world, he can affect the opposing world. Cyrus faces you and Cynthia in a double battle with 6 Pokemon, including a Mega Houndoom. Cyrus activates a machine which sends beams into the sky. Giratina appears, though instead of being angry, it fixates upon you. Cynthia says Giratina wishes to face you. Cyrus says the bizarre world is none other than the Giratina itself. Capturing or defeating it will make the world disappear. Cynthia says he's lying. After defeating or capturing Giratina, Cyrus will press a button on a controller. It causes the galactic building to begin self-destructing. Cynthia says they must get to the other side to prevent a catastrophe. The Lake Guardians appear and create 3 paths to exit the portal. Cynthia tells Cyrus that even after everything he's done, the Lake Guardians will give him a chance. They have chosen him. Cyrus says he cannot go back to such a crude world. Cynthia tells Cyrus he's out of options. It's now impossible for him to do anything more. If the world is so imperfect, then why have the Pokemon governing time and space chosen them multiple times? It's not their job to maintain perfect balance. More importantly, why have they chosen him? And after everything he's done, is spirit not greater than he could comprehend? You and Cynthia exit the portal to the Spear Pillar. Giratina appears and discharges a wave of energy. The swirling sky over Sinnoh dissipates. That would be really cool to see. Cynthia says Giratina has restored the balance in the world. If Cyrus could see even a bit of the goodness in the world, he could end his suffering. Cynthia says that after everything that's happened, perhaps he heard her last words, and says she hopes wherever he goes next, he will see things differently. You revisit the Distortion World. The galactic building remains as it was. This implies Giratina was also able to repair the damage to the Distortion World. Mysteriously, a Houndoomite Mega Stone can be found in the building. You meet Looker at the villa. His colleague Annabelle would like to thank you for saving the world again by gifting you the villa. The villa now has 2 floors. You will also receive new furniture. If you visit the Galactic HQ, you'll find Jupiter and Mars, who are officially retiring from Team Galactic. Saturn will tell you he's taking over Team Galactic for the better. Will gift you a Mega Stone. If you return to Twin Leaf Town, there will be new snow patches like in Pokemon Platinum. If you visit Barry's house after meeting Palmer, he will gift you a Mega Stone if you're carrying a Pokemon capable of Mega Evolution. The stone will correspond to that Pokemon. Palmer will then leave. New features. Mega Evolution is added. No new forms. Barry, Cynthia, Cyrus, the gym leaders, Elite Four members, and the stat trainers use Mega Evolution. You can rematch gym leaders in their gym or in the battleground. They will use Mega Evolved Pokemon in both locations. The VS Seeker specifies trainers using Mega Evolved Pokemon. Every Mega Stone can be mined in the underground. Actually, would make a lot of sense, right there, mining the actual stuff underground. Pokemon Platinum Battle Frontier is added. The buildings that have been rotated to face forward, like the Battle Tower. As such, the layout of the Battle Frontier is different. The Battle Hall, which limits you to 1 Pokemon, features a new Mega Pokemon mode. You will only face opponents with Mega Evolved Pokemon. The Frontier Brains have more glamorous outfits and are encountered more frequently in their respective challenges. The underground is open, now located in the fight area. Jupiter and Mars appear in the battleground. The Poketch can be switched to a new design. The template for the level, HP, and name of the Pokemon in battle is now dark gray instead of white. This can be changed in the setting. You can battle trainers daily in the Pokemon Center. You can now wear the winter outfits from Pokemon Platinum. You can change between outfits from the key item pockets. And there it is. That is basically this rumor in a nutshell. Do I think it's real? No. Do I think some of the points it makes are good? Yes. The idea of a HQ in the Distortion World for Galactic, awesome. The idea of like the underground having like Mega Stones in the ground that you can mine out, like bellissimo. I love that. That would be so much fun. Like, just imagine like just going like chopping up some freaking like in a coal mine, like being in the underground. I'm just gonna get myself some stones, and getting a Mega Stone that way. I mean, I think that would be a great way to do things. Is this rumor real though? I don't know. What do you guys think? I personally think it's fake, but hey, we've been surprised in the past, so who knows? We've seen things where like we don't think it's real and it ends up being real. You never know. This one's just a bit too detailed, I would say. That's the problem with some of these rumors. They're too detailed. So what do you guys think about this one? That's it. Thank you so much for watching. That's the rumor video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We will probably have another video today later. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Peace out and bye bye.